Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good. How are you all? Fine. So, how did you guys spend your, Christmas or the holiday? So, how did you guys celebrated holiday? Very nice. That's good. Now, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Like, what was the previous things we have done? File, open folder, full stack 9. Good. JavaScript. I think in last class, we have discussed something called operators. We have discussed operators such as arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, increment and decrement operators, ternary operator, and the special operators. Let me tell you one more time these operators, and we will move into the new ones. Okay, the next topic. Operators are used to perform an operation between the operands. Like a plus b is there, you wanted to perform a and b, then you will use such an operator like uh, plus. Plus is an operator which will be doing operator, and a and b are operands. So total a plus b is an operation. We have several operators. Like arithmetic operators are used for arithmetic calculations. Plus, minus, asterisk, slash, modulo, double asterisk. These two are something different because remaining all you usually see, modulo is used for remainder. Modulo is used for remainder. In double asterisk is used for something like power. 2 double asterisk 3 means 2 power 3, which is 8. Next, relational operators. Relational operators are used for comparisons. Greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to, double equals to, triple equals to, not equals to, not double equals to. This double equals and the triple equals, we also call equals and strict equals. The difference is double equals checks only the value, but the strict equals also checks the data type, Same thing goes with not equals and not strict not equals. Logical end uses the symbol double end. Logical end uses the symbol double end. Logical OR uses the symbol double pipe, and not will use negation kind of exclamation. Next we'll use something assignment. Plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to, slash equals to, modulo equals to, and the double asterisk equals to. Same thing, which is used for assignments. Like a plus equals to 2 means a equals to a plus 2. A equals to a plus 2. Next, increment and decrement operators. Increment operators and decrement operators, they are used to increase or decrease the value by 1. Increase or decrease the value by 1. Plus will increase the value by 1, and minus will decrease the value by 1. We have post and pre. Pre increment means plus a, post increment means a plus. If you write something plus a, the value will be incremented. First it will update the value, then it will assign. If you write a first assigning the value and then update. Next you have ternary operator. Ternary operators uses question mark and colon, which will have 3 operands. If you take this condition here, you will understand it here. One condition is there, and if the condition is true, it will go to the first one. If the condition is false, it will take the second one. That is called ternary operator. We also have operators, special operators, such as unary plus. If you put plus or minus before any element, only single, automatically that value will be converted into number. If I say plus true, true will be converted to number and true will be converted as 1. Simple. Anything will be converted as number. Then what is nullish? Nullish means if I'm taking x, a or b, if a value is undefined or null, automatically x value will become b. If a value is not undefined or null, automatically x value will become a. It's like a choice between two values. And the type of is just to find the type of the given variable. These were the things which we have discussed in the last class. And today we are going to see another topic which is called arrays. Okay, we will discuss some important topics, arrays and all. Does anyone have any question in this operators? You can let me know. Online, does anyone have any question in this operators, ma? Online, does anyone have any questions in this operators, sir? No. Now, go here. Let me write it some topics so that you guys will get it some kind of clarity. Now, in JavaScript, the complete JavaScript, I can give you as 3 parts. The first part, basics. The basics of JavaScript includes introduction, data types, like number, math methods, strings and string methods, boolean, undefined, null. Next, JS engine. In JS engine, we discuss what is call stack, what is execution, context, what is hoisting. We discussed this. Next, we also discussed something called operators. These were the topics we discussed, but we need to discuss more, such as we will discuss arrays, objects, control statements, means if and switch. Control statements are if and switch. We will discuss loops, while, do while, for in, for off. I will tell you what are these things, functions. If you cover this all, sir, you will understand basics of JavaScript. Not only JavaScript, any programming languages, you will have same basics. Any programming languages, you will have similar basics, which will contain some basic introduction and basic data types. We have it variables, yeah. We have basic data types and operators, arrays, objects, control statements, and functions. These things will be there in all programming languages, exactly same. Now, also in JavaScript, you will have second one, DOM. There is something called document object model. You will understand how to select the DOM, select DOM. You will do manipulate DOM, and you will also learn create DOM, events. If you learn this second stage, you can able to do basic websites using the using the JavaScript. Using JavaScript, you can do basic projects and all using the DOM. If you know the DOM, you can able to do it. After this, then you will do something called third one. And this is the advanced one where you will learn more important things, which are like asynchronous JavaScript. In asynchronous JavaScript, you will see timers, you will see something like promises, you will see something like APIs, you will see something like async await, you will see something like APIs, JSON, XML, all things are here only. People also call it as Ajax. Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript. Okay. You will have something more with what more you will have? ES6. Oops. Last stage, you will have bomb. Advanced, you will have bomb. Browser object model will be there, and then libraries. This is actually our curriculum. This is what our curriculum basically. We are in actually here only. Okay. Slowly we will go. It's not a big deal. Mostly by the third week of something Jan, it will be done. Okay. Now, it won't take till Feb. It won't take till Feb. Mostly by end of the third week or the fourth week it's done. Okay. The starting of the fourth week. Next. Because these topics are actually simple. These topics and all, some topics will take it like one day only. Only basics you have to be strong. Now, let's go here. In case if anyone wants to check it also, you can check this topics list so that you will understand it like where you need it to be done more. Okay. Now, let's discuss eraser. Erase. Arrays. Arrays are used to store arrays are used to store certain values. Array is a collection of in normal programming languages, people will give you this definition. Array is a collection of in other languages, the definition is array is a collection of homogeneous elements in other languages. But in JavaScript, it is just a collection of elements. There is nothing called homogeneous. Why? Because JavaScript follows dynamic data typing, if you remember it. Data type is not same na. Data types will change na. If line number one element is a number, next line it can be a string. So a fixed nahi, you can't tell. If you go for other programming languages, you need to give array means same number of elements, same type of elements, all numbers, all integers, all float, all string. JavaScript is not like that. Anything you can take it in array. It's like a dump yard where you put everything. Okay, but in this dump yard, array stores every every value with an address or reference called with an address or reference called index. It will store it in indexes. Every element, it will store it in one addresser, and that address is called index. Indexes starts from 0. What is the starting value of indexer? 0. For example, if ARR is equals to 5, 4, 3, 8. Now, if it is something like this, arrays are always mentioned in the square brackets. Arrays are always mentioned in the square brackets. Now, if you write it something like this now 5 will be given as, now 5 will be given as, 5 will be given as the first one. 5 will be treated as the first one. So first one will be treated in 0 index. Array in the memory, it will store it like this. It will store 5, 5, 4, 3, 8. Now 5 is stored in 0 index, 4 is stored in first index, 3 is stored in second index, and 8 is stored in third index. Total, how many elements are there in the array? How many elements are there in the array, ma? 4. But if 4 elements are there, from which index to which index it will be? 3. Understand it. If 4 elements are there, they will start from 0. Always they will end with n minus 1. Only 3. Even though 4 elements are there, 0 to 3. Total 4 elements are there in stored. Any doubts, sir, here? Any doubts? To access these values, people will write something like this. If ARR is there, if someone write it, ARR of 0 index value. Can anyone guess what will print here? What is the 0th value in ARR, ma? 5. If I write it ARR of 1, 4. ARR of 2, 3. Barabar. That's nice. Let me show it to you the more interesting things then. Let's go with here array index.html, index.html, script.js, script.js, exclamation enter, then go here script src dot slash script.js. If I go to this one, let's run it. Right click, inspect console. Now Now, so the people whoever came now also, no worries. We just started now only. I'm just writing it here. Today's topic is arrays. Let me write it here one more time. An array. Let ARR equals to 5, 4, 3, 8, which I just took. If I write it here, console.log ARR, which will come this whole array value. Now, if I write it here, console.log ARR of 0 index. Now tell me what it will print, sir. Good. Go here, 5, barabar. No doubts. If it is 1, 2, 4, 3 is 8. 3 is 4 bolo. Anyone guess? ARR of 4. ARR of 3 is 8. ARR of 3 is the last, which is 8. ARR of 4, there is no value. If you go for another programming languages, other programming languages, there is a specific type, specific size for the array. So it will say it like that particular value, whatever you gave, it will give you one exception arrays, out of the bound exception something. But in JavaScript, it will not give any exception array out of bound. Instead, it will say undefined. What it will say? What does it mean by this undefined? Did you all remember the undefined one? Undefined means the value is not there now, but it will expect. In a simple definition, right? An accidental absence of the value. It will expect the value. Now it is expecting it. Dekho, it will be like, okay, maybe you did not give array value now. What if tomorrow you give it directly the array value? What if I gave it here something ARR of 4 equals to 20? Now what is ARR of 4 value? Total how many values are there in the array now? How many values are there? 5. Barabar na? You can change it anytime you like na. So that is why it will think it like undefined. Now go here. First time it is undefined. Second time it became 20. 20. If you print this ARR value na, it will print a complete array. If you print ARR now, inside the array, it will print. Any value you can give it actually. See? You can directly add it. Without any problem, you can add it easily. Any doubts in this, ma? Are you all getting my point, sir? One array is there. I created one more value into the array in the 4th index, sir. Now, total how many values are there in the array? Total how many are there now? 5. Are everyone clear with the 5, sir? 0 index, first index, second index, third index, and now 4th index. Total five values are there. Now, anyone tell me the answer for this. If I give ARR of 10 equals to 15. What is ARR of 10? Hey, dekho re, what is ARR of 10? 15 na? I can give it na? You can give it anything like that because there is no fixed size for the array. Now anyone guess in my array total how many elements are there now? In my array total how many elements are there? Whoever thinking 6 wrong. Why? Because you have 0 index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index. After that you have 10th index. After that you have 10th index. This middle one are there, na? This middle one also will be considered then. if your last room to occupy is the 10th room, that means from where to where you have 0 to 10, 0 to 10 बोले तो टोटल कितना वैल्यूज रहता है? टोटल कितना वैल्यूज? 11. Middle values are undefined, they are empty. Okay, now if you print this ARR, you can actually see in middle 5 values are empty. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 indexes. This one is one of the strange behavior that people don't know, but these things are actually possible in the array. Memory is open. It will not, because how much you gave, it will take that much. Memory is open until you gave it. It will not have any memory in the thing, because it will not store in your system. It will store it in the browser. And second thing, see, if you give 5th index now, it will take 5th index. If you give 100th index, it will take it from 0 to 100. But you may think it like, sir, in middle and all are wasted. Yes, wasted only. But each one, how much memory is wasted, sir? 0. You know why? Because you are not specifying any data type. For example, if you give, sir, in middle also all integers. So each one ka itna data type or itna byte something. That is what in programmings will happen. But here we don't have any data type, so we can't have specific memory. So even though they are empty, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are empty, but still they will not have any memory also. If you give, it will take. If you don't give, it will just leave it. Simple. Anyone guess, sir? If I give ARR of 6, वो क्या होता? Undefined, बराबर. वो empty है. It will not show. Will it create the violate memory during that? Actually, where it will create the problem. See, the problem will happen like this. In future, we will do something called loops. In programming, there will be something called loops. वो loops क्या है? Loops will work like this. See, this one is a bad practice. It is possible. I am just showing you. How much bad it will be, I will show you. Imagine in my array now, 5 is there, 5 is there, 4 is there in my array, 3 is there, 8 is there, and again 20 is there. After that, so much space. Shit. 5, 4, 3, 8, 20. After that, so much space is there. 5 empty. After that, you have something called 15, right? Now, it will create a problem not for the memory. It will create a problem in the execution. It will not create space complexity. It will create a problem in time complexity. Means it will take more time. For example, now I am running one program, sir, which will print all the elements in my array. Or I wanted to take the elements and square it. Sir, first it will go to first index na? 0 index na? It will print. What it will print? 5. Again, it will go to first index. What it will print? It will go to second index. What it will print? It will go to third next index. What it will print? And next index. What it will print? Next index. What it will print? Undefined. What it will print after 2? Are you getting my point, sir? It will print undefined. वो problem है. पहला problem undefined print करना. दूसरा problem है you should not even check for that. वो undefined है. वो छोड़ना है. But still your program will run this 5 times extra. Imagine I said it like ARR of 100. In middle there is 95 people empty are there. This 95 times your program will execute on it. It will create a problem in space complexity because it will take more time for your program. I am just showing you this is possible. This is not the way we do it in the real time. In real time, we will never do that, but it's possible. Is it clear, ma online? Online, is it clear? No. To the person online whoever who asked it, I'm just giving it. It will create a problem in this space. Why? Because in future you will see that how to print each and every value in the array. It will iterate through loop. Each and every time it will go through the loop. So number of iterations will become more. That is a problem anyway. Any doubts, ma? You can do something silly like this also. This one is completely useless. If you give negative na, it will not even store it in the array. But it will not give you error. Interesting point is this. Now see, can you see this? Array is there. In the array is there minus 10, 15. But if you ask it like how many values are there, it will say only 5 values are there. 0 index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index. It will never consider this minus 10. But if you ask minus 10 में क्या है, वो print हो जाता. Because there is no endpoints to this array, array is an infinite, positive or negative one. But negative one will not consider only. When you are finding length of the array, always it will start from 0. So whatever the values which are there in negative, the values might be there in the memory, but it will not show, it will not useful to you. If you want to store any secret things, you can do this. Now see this of minus 10, what is the value? 15. So array में कितने values है? 5 only. Originally 6 should be there. Array length will give you 5 only. These type of why I'm telling this strange behaviors are in interviews they will ask you should not get confused. Like someone asked me ARR of -2. Anyone guess what it will print? So -2 में क्या print होता? Did I give any -2? नहीं. तो -2 में क्या print होता? Undefined. बराबर. Undefined है. क्योंकि -2 में कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. This is 0 index, this is first index, this is second index, and this is a third index. -2, there is no index only, basically. Index starts from 0, but it will think it as undefined. And that's a strange of arrays. There are so many strange values in the arrays. I will tell you one by one. Next. Arrays are treated as arrays are treated as object data type. Arrays are treated as object data type. Originally in JavaScript, there is one data type called objects. Okay. Now in JavaScript, every array is actually an object. In JavaScript, every array is actually an object. So what does it mean by that? You go here, you just write it here, console.log type of ARR. Console.log type of ARR. Can you guess what is the ARR data type? Originally we think it like ARR is an array, so it will print the array. No. तो वो ऑब्जेक्ट में स्टोर होता. In future, you will understand something called prototype inheritance. In that, you will understand it will store the value, everything as objects only in the deepest memory. Okay. Now, arrays are also in the deep. It will store it as objects only. These all are some strange behaviors of arrays so that you will get it in a good idea on how the array works. Now, arrays have default methods. Default methods. Arrays have so many default methods for different purposes. We will use these methods one by one. First one, length. Length is used. Length is used to return. Length is used to return total number of elements. Total number of elements in the array. Yes, Sagar. It stores in the object format, which gives you the storage of elements. Now, next. Length is used to return total number of elements in the array. Now, if I write it here, ARR, if I declare it here, ARR equals to, I am changing the array one more time. 5, 4, 3, 7, 9. Now tell me what is ARR value? What is ARR value? 5, 4, 3, 7, 9. Can anyone tell me what is the ARR dot length? What is the ARR dot length? 5. Barabar. It represents the total elements of the array. Now, you can do reverse purpose. I will do you something reverse logic. Let's see this. Tell me this logic. Think calmly. Now देखो. A dot length क्या कर दिया? 0 कर दिया. Now ARR print कर दिया. तो ARR में क्या है? तो पहला ARR में 5, 4, 3, 7, 9 है. तो लेंथ वैल्यू 5 आ गया. सिंपल. I only voluntarily say ARR dot length वो 0 है. Sorry, not A dot length. Sorry, ARR dot length. Imagine I only said it. ARR का length value 0. ARR का length value. Now if I print ARR, what it will print? Now देखो पूरा ARR empty हो गया. Why it is empty, sir? बोल दिया ना length 0. तो रिमूव कर दिया पूरा. How to make array values? How to delete all the values in the array? Simple. वो length को 0 करो वो delete हो जाता. These kind of tricks will not work in any other programming languages, but JavaScript can do this kind of stunts. That's why it's crazy. I'm showing you these things because in future, if anyone gives any tough things like this, you will understand it easily, the advantage. Online, is it clear, ma? 3 తీసుకుందామా? ఓకే. 3 అంటే ఫస్ట్ 3 ఎలిమెంట్స్ అంతే. తీసుకో. 3 తీసుకున్నావా? ఇప్పుడు ఏఆర్ఆర్‌లో ఏమున్నాయి? ఒరిజినల్‌గా ఏఆర్ఆర్‌లో సింపుల్. See, normal programming languages, they will be like, you have one array and you will get the length. So array defines the length, right or not? But JavaScript is like, length also can define the array. When you change the length, array will also change. That's a strange thing. Because here length is a property, not a function. If you see, did I call the length like this? Did I call the length like this one? No, length is a property. Length is not a function here. तो उसके लिए हम value दे रहा है. तो a function है तो नहीं, we can't give. Other programming languages, length is a default function. Any doubts, man? No. I hope it's clear. I'm just commenting these things because I don't wanna, make the array something smaller. But these are something silly tricks. We have to be careful when you do big websites. That's why JavaScript, you have to be careful at every point when you are making it. Online, any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts? Sir, can we use 2D arrays? Oh, simple है. 2D arrays बोले तो array inside array. That will be so strange. In reality, in websites, we will never use 2D arrays. But you can do that if you wanted to try. Like, for example, ARR2 equals to, let ARR2 equals to, mostly in reality, we will use single dimensional arrays, but there are some chances where you might use 5, 3, 5, 30, 6, 8, 11, 10. Now, how many values are there in the ARR2? How many values are there in the ARR2? 3 are there. 0 index, first index, and second index. You can see that. Each one contain again an array. Very simple logic. Any doubts, ma'am? Any doubts, sir? No. These are also called nested arrays or double dimensional arrays. Next. Second one. Second one. Second one. Index of. Index of. Index of is used to find the or to find or return to find or return the index of first occurrence of given element. First occurrence of given element. it will find or return the index of first occurrence of given element. Online, anyone have any doubts, sir? Online, anyone have doubt? Let me show it to you how this index of works. Now let's try with this first ARR one only. Now see this. What is ARR value? 5, 4, 3, 7, 9. Let me give it here one more time, 3. Now, what is the index of 3? What is the index of 3? If I write it here, ARR dot index of 3, then it will print the index of, if you give 3 na, 0 index, first index, second index, it will print the first occurrence index element. You can see that it will print the first occurrence. Online, some people are getting it 7. I don't know why. Okay, understand it. I am asking index of 3. I am not asking what is the element at 3. Oh, dono malage. Index of 3 means it will give you index at the third. What is what is the third one? If you give it something like this, ye dono malage. Don't get confused, sir. Second one will give you value at third index. Second one will give you value at third index. Value at third index is 7. First one will give you what is the value of index 3. So 3 value index. 3 value index is 2. What is that? 2. Now you can give it here. You can go here 217. Simple. Index of 3 is 2. But what if, sir, I wanted, you can see the 3 is repeated 2 times, na? 3 is repeated 2 times, but you are getting only first time. I want it like the second time one or the last time. For that, you can use something called last index of. You can also use something called last index of. These things, if you remember, we used it in strings also, because strings are similar to arrays. Last index of is used to find or return the index of last occurrence of given element. Last occurrence of given element. If you use last index of, imagine I used a function ARR dot last index of 3. Can anyone guess what is the index of 3, which is last index? What is that, ma? 5. If you see your array contains total 6 values, so they will store from 0 to 5. So the last one will be 5. Very simple. Next, third one. Can use you can use concat 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 is used to add two arrays. To add two arrays. Concat is used to add two arrays. Arrays. Like if I give arr dot concat, let's give an array value 11, 12, 13. And if I print them, let y is equals to, if I give console.log log y, it will print 5, 4, 3, 7, 9, 3 and 11, 12, 13. Both completely it will use to combine both the arrays. That is concat. Concatenation means adding. Concatenation means adding. Okay. Now, basic operations. In array, we have some basic operation methods. Like for example, first we need to know this basics. Array is a non-primitive or reference data type. Reference data type. Array is a non-primitive reference data type, and arrays are mutable. Arrays are, sir, what does it mean by non-primitive or reference data type? What does it mean by mutable? If you see, strings are exactly opposite. Strings are primitive data types. They are not reference, they are primitive, and they are immutable. तो उसका difference क्या है? Means primitive data types compares value. Even in the basic differences, I told you this. Compares value, and non-primitive data types compares addresses. Like for example, if I give ARR equals to 1 comma 2, if I give ARR equals to 1 comma 2 and let ARR2 equals to 1 comma 2. Now, if I compare them, console.log ARR compare ARR2, what do you think? Will they be true or false? ARR and ARR2, are they same or not? Now, people who think it's same, actually not. Why? Because ARR is stored in different address. ARR2 will be stored in different address. Now both are having same values but different address. So they are not same. You will get answer false. But in case if you take string if you take string x equals to Prasad and y equals to Prasad, automatically they both are same because it will compare the values. Primitive data types compares the values, Non-primitive data types compares the address. That is the first point. Second point, primitive data types like strings are immutable. Immutable means it will not change. Won't change. It won't be changed. Won't be changed. But 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 non-primitive data types non-primitive data types like arrays are mutable will be changed. Will be changed. Will be changed. For example, go here. I'm just showing you one simple example. Imagine I have str equals to Prasad. I write it here. Str dot to uppercase. Str dot to uppercase. Now, when you write to uppercase, what happens, sir? Str value. But if I see the str value, will it be small or capital? If you check original str, is it small or capital, sir? Small only. It will be same. When you write to uppercase na, it will not change the original value. Instead, it will show you like what if I change, how it will look. Kind of demo it will show, but it will not change the original actual value. It will not change the original. This is called immutability. What is it called? Immutability बोले तो कुछ भी करो तुम, वो चेंज नहीं होता. उसमें कोई ऑपरेशन करे तो वैल्यू दिखाता, बट वो चेंज नहीं होता. That is immutability. The same way, if I take one eraser, I will show you. If I take ARR 1, 2. What is ARR? 1, 2. Now, if I write it ARR dot push, I will show you what is push and all. Push will add the value. Now, I pushed ARR value. If I give ARR, now what is original ARR? 1, 2, 5. Sir, when I did one operation, original value changed, na? When I did one operation, original value changed, na? Right or not? Will it change like that in strings? No. क्योंकि strings are immutable and arrays are mutable. They will change. Online, is it clear? Online, is it clear? Good. Good. Now let me start it here. Now online someone is asking a question where to use arrays and where to use objects. Understand it, arrays are just a collection of elements. Objects uses something like key and value pairs. We did not discuss the objects, but when I tell you objects, I will tell you objects are nothing but key value pairs. It will contain keys and it will contain values kind of thing. Then next, come here. Now, let me start basic operations. First, I'm taking ARR one more time. 1, 5, 4. If I write it here, push, first one push then ARR dot push 6. What is push? Push will add the value at the end of the array. You can see that it will append bole to add new elements to the end of the array, and it will return the new length of the array. First, next, push is used to append new elements to the end of the array and returns the new length of the array. Example, ARR dot push 5. Automatically 5 will be added at end of array ARR. Next, push is used to append. Now, sir, not only one value. Can I append multiple values, sir? Yes. ARR dot push 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See how many values I'm giving it? All values will be added, sir. Now, can anyone guess me in total array now how many values are there? Anyone? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 plus 1 plus 3. Total 10 values are there. You can see that actually. Right click, inspect, console. You can see array of 10. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts, sir? Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts? No. Now go here. Go here. Try to put. Try to delete some elements, sir. Try to delete some element. ARR dot pop. Pop will remove the last element. Pop will remove the last element. Pop. Next, fifth one. Pop. Pop removes the last element. Pop removes the last element from the array and returns it. If the array is empty, undefined is written. If array is not empty, array will be modified. But if array is empty, it will not do anything. Array is not modified if it is empty. If not, it will modify. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts in this? No. Good. Now next. What if, sir, I want to add any element to the starting of the array? Unshift. 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 Same like the push. Push and unshift are similar, but unshift is used to append new elements to the start of the array. To the start of the array. And returns the new length of the array. New length of the array. Unshift is used to append new elements to the same like the push. And there is one more thing, shift. Shift is used, I will tell you the examples both, don't worry. Shift is used to remove the first element of the array. Here. Sir, how to push elements to the end of the array? Push. How to remove the last element, sir? Pop. How to push elements to the starting of the array? Unshift. How to delete the first element? Shift. Shift. Or how to add elements to middle of the array, or how to delete any value from middle, we will discuss that also, so that it will be clear for you. Okay, I will tell you all. Total 5 will be there. Push, pop, unshift, shift, and the next one is there, splice. I will tell you. Now one more time, see this logic. Now what is the first element in the array, sir? What is the first element in the array? 1. If I write ARR dot shift, one will be removed. ARR dot shift. If you do this, ARR dot shift, shift will remove the first element. You can see that now 1 is not there. 5 will become the first element. 5 will become the first element because shift is removed. Or if you want to add anything, unshift. ARR dot unshift. What values you want to add, sir? 14, 15. So I want to add starting of the array 14 and 15. So answer will become, if you print this 14, 15, 5, because you removed the one. Are you getting my point, ma? To add the values, same like push. To add the values at starting, you will use unshift. To remove the values at starting, shift. To add the value at ending, you will use push. To remove the value at the ending, you will use pop. Sir, I want to add anywhere I like. Imagine I want to add anywhere I like. I want to remove anywhere I like. I want to remove from middle. I want to add from middle, whatever I want. Then how to do that? Remove from middle or remove from add? That can be done by the next method, splice. What is the next method, sir? Splice. Splice will take 3 values. First one is starting index. Second one is delete count. Third one is inserting elements. Splice. Splice will take 3 things. First one is starting index. What is the first one? Starting index. Second one, delete count. How many elements you are deleting it? What is the third one? Inserting elements. What elements you are inserting it? Now let's go. Let's try. If I go here, I want to change the whole array so that easy for us to understand. So what are the values inside the array, ma? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what is the zero index value? What is the zero index value? First index value, second index value, third index value. Total 4 are there now. Now if I write ARR dot splice, first one, starting index. Tell me, where do you want to delete? Which one you want to delete? Second index you want to delete? Now in second index, what is there? If I write second bole to first one, how many element, which element index you want to start? Someone said it like they want to delete 3. If you want to delete 3 na, which index you are starting? 2. Which index? 2. Either say. How many elements you are deleting, sir, from 2? How many elements you are deleting from 2? Only 1, sir. If you said 2 comma 2 na, 3, 4 दोनों में चल जाता. That's why second one I said delete count. कितना elements delete कर रहा है? एक element. So starting from second index, delete 1 element. Second index से शुरू करके एक element delete करो. सेकंड इंडेक्स से शुरू कर रहा है, एक एलिमेंट डिलीट कर रहा है, अरे तो क्या होता? व्हाट इफ इट इज डिलीटेड? व्हाट विल बी देयर रिमेनिंग मा ARR? व्हाट इज द आंसर ऑफ ARR नाउ? 1 2 बराबर. What if I say, what if I say 2 comma 2? Now what is ARR value now? What is ARR value? 1 2. Because from second index 2 elements are deleted na. Any doubt, sir? No. देखो, answer is 1 2. Online, any doubt, sir? Online, any doubts? No. But sir, take the third one. Third argument. What is the third argument I told? Inserting elements. Now sir, second element से दो elements delete कर दिया. Now I wanted some more elements add in that place, in that second index place. 7, 8, 9. How many elements I'm adding? How many elements I'm adding? देखो रे, how many elements I'm adding, sir? 3. Sir, here someone asked me, sir, splice is having 3 parameters, but you gave 2. If you give 2 also it will work. If you give 1 also it will work actually. If you give only for the starting index, na, from starting index it will delete everything. Okay. But if you wanted to give specifically delete element, then it will give 2. Then third one. Now what is the third one? I gave 3 elements I'm adding. Now anyone guess Ray, what will be the answer? 1 2 7 8 9. Why? Because after 1 2 3 4 is deleted. I said you to delete that one. After deleting, in that place what I'm asking you to add? 7 8. बराबर. Answer is 1 2 7 8 9. Any doubts? Online, any doubts? Now, sir, what if I used here 0? Anyone? Anyone can give me the answer. 1 2. अभी तक सेम है 1 2. उसके बाद बोलो. Did I ask you to delete anything? Delete count 0 है, तो कोई element delete नको. But what I want you to add? 7 8 9. What do you want me to add? Which index you want me to add? Which index you are starting रे? Second. So second index में 7 8 9 add करता, तो 3 4 भी है. This is the answer. And this is called a splice. Don't confuse with the string slice. In string, something called slice is there to cut the string. That will cut the string. But this one is different. Any doubts, sir? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? Sir, in every language, array index starts from 0. Yes, ma. Every language array index starts from 0. Any language, actually. Any doubts? No. Okay. So, try to do, push, pop, shift, unshift, splice. Just remember these things. Array functions are not over. Tomorrow we'll discuss something more important like for each, map, filter, some kind of big array methods are there. Those things we'll discuss. Just give it a thought and just remember these things. But before we conclude the class, I just want to remind you one more time. Always communities are important. I don't know how many of you are doing it. How many of you have this account of Dev2? You all have Dev2 account, ma? I told you one day. Are you guys checking every day? Just in your just in your book, just in your something like phone or something, open it, just read it. See, someone is just giving 2025 React front end roadmap. Okay, bulbous or something. Then go for this, then go for it. See, someone is just giving it like fresher. Okay, or someone is taking it like junior wala, someone is giving it like mid level wala, or something it like senior developer wala. So my point is, go for this kind of things. I'm telling you, you will be so much thankful if you really do these things. Okay, because see, in software, how it will be like, if you learn from some tutor, or if you learn from one institute or something somewhere, your knowledge will be limited. But industry always expect you to have something multiple knowledge, especially in that AI era. When AI is booming on, industry expects you to overcross it. You should know that multiple things how they are working. Okay, when someone gives you job now, they should not feel it like you don't know something. No, you should know everything. And for that, the best platform is this dev or hash node, because you just read someone's article na, and if you are really good at it, go for challenges. Something, see, flux your CSS and JavaScript challenges. Someone just gave me challenge one. So go for some kind of challenge, something. Any kind of challenge, whatever they are giving it, just try it. Use CSS to make the below starter HTML beautiful, interactive, and useful. Okay, dives into science and culture. That's a simple logic. You can use it how you did and all. Basic template also you can do post. They gave some kind of template and they want you to beautify this template. You all know this, how to do that. You all can able to make this challenge work. Very simple. It's working now actually till 29 it's there. Any doubts, ma? No. Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts? No. Okay. So I am telling this, and also there is something called free code camp. Try it. It will help you most. Okay, that's it for today, sir. Thank you. Online, if anyone doubts, you can mention it. That's it for today, ma. Thank you.